And this one is called Agi's Kitchen, right?
Aji's kitchen.
Agi. Okay. Okay. You go ahead. You have the floor.
So Aji is my grandmother, who is my father's mother. And that's her kitchen where I grew up in. And the reason why I did that is because my father comes from a family of 11 children, five sons and six daughters, and I was the first grandchild. And that kitchen nourished all of us. Um, when I was a kid, they didn't have electric stoves. In fact, they didn't have electricity or running water then. So these called chulhas, which is earthen pot, where the earthen pots are placed. And there's a lot of stories about this. One is that if you see the handprints on the wall, you'd understand why children are not encouraged to come into a kitchen. You only come into the kitchen when you're able to puff a paratha, which is the bread. It's like naan, and you're trained to do that. So once you've accomplished that, it means you're ready to get married. So you could put your handprint on the wall.
Mm.
And the earthen pots, earthen fireplaces are made of bricks and earth. So it's very well done because the pots sit still on there. And usually you can do three pots at a time, which is very, very good. And of course, you use wooden sticks and wood to keep the fire going. I think one of the best stories that I've had about my grandmother's kitchen is before she starts cooking, she lights the diyas, which you'd see the little lamps next to the handprints.
Hmm.
She would light that and say a prayer before she cooked. And that really means a lot to me because I always make sure my kitchen is spotlessly clean before I cook. I don't go all that way about praying because sometimes I get caught up in other things too. But no, so it's very, very important to me to have all these rituals um, about just not just nourishing, but nourishing a whole family of 11 children and two um, parents.
Wow.
Any questions?
These are these plants up here inside
The
of the,
handprints.
those
Handprints.
are those are handprints. Okay. Okay. I thought they were, but I wasn't sure.
No, they're handprints of like my aunts and my mother, or family members who have graduated. So it's like a graduation,
Ah,
you know how to cook, so you could put your handprint on the kitchen wall.
okay. Okay. Very good. And then these pots over here, those are not on the stove because this part is the stove, right?
There's three.
Right. One, two,
Yeah.
three. Okay. And on the
Those are
side to the left, those are just pots that are
containers,
containers.
containers.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, cool.
And you'd see like extra wood,
Hmm.
a branch of bananas,
Okay.
different root vegetables there. So,
Hmm.
and everything comes from the garden.
Ah, okay. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Does anybody have any other question about
I
Aji's
was
kitchen?
just gonna ask, you use only firewood or do you use any other means of heating?
No, just firewood because this was supposed to be when I was growing up and there was no electricity or running water. And these things, lamps,
Yeah, because
oil lamps.
I was just gonna quickly say that when I was in the Red Cross, I was working on a project with my boss where I designed this pipeline that would let in clean water, take out the wastewater, and let in electricity at least enough to get like a range and or a fire heating range, maybe some lamps, maybe some bulbs, light bulbs, and basic electricity. And I know there's a big thing nowadays to trying to change it because I mean electricity seems to be very efficient. I don't know if you heard anything about that.
Well,
I
we did collect rainwater in barrels around the house, but we had trucks that would come and deliver water every couple of days.
Wow, that's interesting.
Cool, cool. Okay. Any other questions about that piece about Aji's kitchen?
What medium did you use?
I'm sorry, that's canvas.
Is that canvas? Is that oil paint or is it acrylic?
No, acrylic paints on canvas.
I like that. Very nice.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Okay, this is communal bakery, I believe.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
so I was able to do a residency in Fez, Morocco. And if any of you have been to Morocco, you'd understand what I'm saying, but I'm going to try to be as basic as possible. So Medina is a marketplace, and this is where everything happens. And most people do not, in fact, very few people have ovens in their homes. They have a communal bakery. So this is where you get your dough and everything ready in these trays, and you take it to the communal bakery in the morning. And they're rotating bakers who is in there, and they're so used to everybody bringing their dough that they have it. So on the left, you'll see it's dough, which is lighter, waiting to go into the oven. And on the right, it's ready to be picked up. So it's not just bread. I mean, they do everything that you need to have baked. So because, very few homes have ovens, they just have um, small burners where they cook their meals. So it's really interesting. It's like I would love to go there early in the morning and watch all these women coming with the trays on their heads and lining up and handing it to the baker. And he's so used to this that I asked him, "Do you ever make mistakes?" And he says, "No, no, no." He's used to having the same clientele every day.
No.
So it's
Take it.
really neat being.
Very good, very good. Anybody have a question about the communal bakery?
Yeah, I would like, did they also bring like meals to bake, or was
No,
it just
no, just like breads or
just the
pastry.
breads, pastries?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
they also brought, I did see like nuts to be roasted. I did
Oh.
see some of that.
Okay.
Cookies.
Let me pull down your information here. So this was in Morocco,
Fez, Morocco.
Yes, okay. And your pieces are 12 by 12.
Yes.
Right? Cool. All right. Does
I
anybody
really like that.
any
I'm
other
sorry.
question? And any other question for Indra for the communal bakery in Medina? Okay. I after the questions, we can do the comments on the pieces because I have comments I want to do, but I want to get through these three and then the questions and so forth. So this one is beautiful. Look, it's called, I'm going to click on the information, pouring mint tea in the Medina. So we're still in Morocco.
Everything happens in the Medina. And so mint tea is that's their drink they have everywhere. And you walk past and there's carts and carts of mint, fresh mint, and people are selling mint tea. And the guy, he's wearing a jalaba, and he has the tea ready, and you just walk past and you order your tea and off you go. It's like, well, you can't really compare it to coffee shops here, but so it's not just drinking the tea. Like in the bowl, there's fresh mint, so you could always add fresh mint there. But it's the ritual of stopping by, saying hello, the procedure, and every day what's happening in your life, and he puts the extra mint in the glass, and these are glasses actually. They don't break. They're not glass like we do in America. It's sort of like a plastic glass. So he puts the fresh mint leaves in there and pours the hot water. And while he's doing all of that, he's getting all your details about what's been going on in your life. So it's sort of a great way to communicate with your customers.
Nice, nice. Is he the only one?
Oh no, there are tons of them. They're everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there are tons of them.
If he has a lot of customers, that's a lot of talking. He's got.
Minty, right? Yeah, but that's part of the whole ritual, is to get
Right.
your customers. But there's
Right.
only one bakery that
Okay.
the popular bakery. But this minty, I mean, anywhere you go, you'll see people making minty.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. Any
Is
other
there a
quick?
reason for the flat perspective?
I'm sorry?
Is there a reason for the flat perspective that you have, where it's not coming out towards you, but you have it so it's pouring, and the table's like
Oh, that's a
going
tray.
up?
That's a tray.
The tray is
Yeah.
not coming towards you like a table. The perspective is flat. So you have everything flat on the thing instead of coming towards you as a 3D design. Do you understand?
I do understand. Oh, actually, he's sitting on the ground. He's not sitting on a chair. He's sitting on the ground. So it's
I think Craig, this is her aesthetic, right?
yes.
Yeah, that's Indra's aesthetic. She has, as you see, her whole thing is very patternized, right? The patterns on the edges, the patterns inside here, even the dots. She has exactly 5 dots in each square. You see, so it's very, for her creative aesthetic, it is flat, yes. The bowl is flat, the cups are flat, except for the circle here, right?
Mm-hmm.
The circle here, but everything is flat, even the nose, the hands, the fingers, the tea, the water coming down, everything. But as Indra's aesthetic is geometrical, basically, except for the curves of cloth and so forth, and cups and bowls, it's very geometric in this piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to speak a ton for Indra. It's just what I understand of what I'm looking at, and I'm think I understand your question, Craig.
Yeah, that kind of answered it. I was just trying to figure out why everything was flat, and
Yeah,
did it have a special meaning for its flatness,
right. Yeah,
or if it was a technique.
right.
Technique.
That's her aesthetic technique. Is
As I
that your-
said, he's sitting on the ground doing this.
Right, right. Right. Well, I see he's sitting on the ground and his leg is crossed, like
Yes.
almost like, right?
Yes.
I can see it, understand it. Very beautiful. And even the clothes that he's wearing. How did you call the attire before?
Jalaba. A jalaba.
A jalaba. Nice, nice. Okay. and we're going to go just to the next one. And then when we get to the last one, we're going to go through anything else you want to say about the whole set, Indra, and any other comments or questions.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so this lady is a pastry maker. That pastry is more or less like phyllo pastry that we buy here in boxes in America. That is used for a special dish, and usually it's like a chicken pie that they make, and so you put the pastry and then you put the pie and then you put the pastry again and cover it up. So that's she does this all day long, making
Wow.
these pastries. And here, that's where she does it, to make sure it falls into place. And it's not really being cooked. It's sort of just getting it a little crispy, and then she piles them there. Do you
Okay.
understand? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So she's rolling it out here, putting it there to get crispy, and then piles it on top of each other. So you could just go and order 10 sheets,
Oh.
or you could pre-order. But again, that's a big store in Medina. So these are very, very popular locations where I spent a lot of time just observing what
Okay.
they were doing. I mean, I just thought it was fascinating, people walk past and drink tea, and here
Right.
she's making pastry, and there he is, the baker, and
Right.
I mean,
And this is called warka?
waka, yeah.
Warka. Okay.
It's more or less like phyllo pastry.
Okay.
Can I just ask you whether the sheets of pastry, if they just the way they make them originally, does it have just like flour and semolina and water, or do they put eggs and milk and sugar in it?
I didn't ask too many questions
All right.
because of the English. She didn't speak a lot of English, but I just watched her making the dough and getting it ready for the customers, because people were lining up, placing their orders, waiting to pick it up and go home and make their pies.
Wow. Wow. That's nice.
Morocco is just an incredible place, and the Medina, that's where life happens. Market, it's just fascinating to watch the way other people live and the things they do, and how, somehow or another they do have a wonderful life, even though it all looks very ancient.
Yeah, I heard a lot about when I went to Italy, especially the locals, how they make their pizza. They don't put eggs or milk or sugar. They just make them out of semolina, water, and flour. And I bet here too, they probably, it's not the Americanized version of the food that they have. A lot of these places, they have their own original recipes.
Of course.
Sure. Nice. Is this item here, that's one of the wakas that's been draped over it to cool?
Yes, to get a
Okay.
little crispy, yes.
Okay. Okay. Very nice. Any other quick questions? Okay. And this one is sohari leaves.
Yes, this is the best way of eating on a leaf. I remember when I was growing up, I just thought my family were ancient. Like whenever you have a big family gathering, we all ate on leaves. And, the food was incredible and it tasted wonderful. And but I just thought, oh, we were so backwards. And now it's like every time I go back to Trinidad, I just want to eat on a leaf. And I was just looking at an Indian movie recently, and everybody was eating on leaves, and it's fascinating. I remember taking my husband to India. My husband's American, and they put the leaf in a tray so it didn't run all over the place. But he was just fascinated that people,
Wow.
and this is staying in a hotel, a very good
Wow.
hotel. But
Wow.
people ask actually for leaves. They ask you, do you want to be served in plates or leaves? And everybody wants to have the experience of eating a meal on a leaf. So
Wow.
if you look at the middle, it's like a mound of rice. And then
Uh-huh.
make a hole in the middle, and that's where you put the dal, the split peas in.
Yes.
So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't drip all over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then all around is different types of foods.
That's like the American mashed potatoes, and you make the circle and put the gravy in the middle.
Yes, yes, yes. And of course, this is a wedding, and it's very, very common to have these sohari leaves at weddings.
Is the Sahari leaves, do you, forgive the question, but do you eat the leaves when you finish?
No, 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 no,
No. So you
no,
don't eat the leaves. Okay.
no, you throw them out afterwards.
Oh, okay. Okay. So no dishwashing, just throw the leaf away.
No, no.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Very beautiful. Any other questions, guys, about this piece, Sahari leaves?
You could also tell that at the back on the top, you'd know it's a wedding.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wedding celebration, because you could still see the decorations from the wedding.
Okay. Okay.
But I just thought, it's not something you see again. This is in Trinidad, so it's not something you see unless you go to an Indian wedding, and that's how we ate.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, I'll be on the lookout for Sahari leaves when I see the next Indian movie, because I love watching Indian movies too. Okay, so let's go back and look at the whole group.
I think I like the way that the technique that she used, as far as I love the colors and the traditional backgrounds that she used in order to tell the story. I think it works well, and I understand about the eating the food. I always thought they ate the leaves, but thanks for clearing that up. But
Yeah, very good. Cool. And also this, I didn't know, unless you told me, Indra, that this was a wedding. I wouldn't know that it was a wedding, only because it's not familiar to me, these decorations. But these decorations are how they usually do it with these drapes here.
Yes, yes. And
Okay.
again, the woman was sitting on the ground eating from the leaves.
Okay. Are the colors specific to weddings as well, or not necessarily?
Well, everything is colorful.
Right, of course. Of course. Of course. I just wonder, just like in America, usually the bride is always in white or something like that. I didn't know if there were special colors. Okay. So again, if you guys have any, I just love the colors. I love color in any case, and I think that how you formulate the colors together as an orchestration is just beautiful. Just beautiful.
I like the fact that all the artwork in each one of these paintings are basic geometrical figures, simple, basic geometrical figures, but it's very busy, it's very well worked out. Every inch of it is covered with the same kind of artwork.
Indra, I had a question about, these look almost like dice, right? But each of them have 5 dots.
Right.
Right.
don't know if you
Is there a code you're giving us?
No. Moroccan art is very, very exquisite, and it's not that easy to paint. So it's easy to just put dots to
Okay.
at least get the patterns in.
Right. Right. But I'm happy that there's rhyme and reason to the patterns.
Mhm.
So then it doesn't bombard your senses with too much information. Even though it is intricate, it's not chaotic,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
That's what I enjoy, that there really is logic to it.
I can smell the bread.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I really enjoy this painting. It's you, you can almost feel the warmth of that oven and
Yes, yes.
the aroma.
Right.
Uh-huh.
On the right, that's where you put the money. It's really neat how people are so honest there. They just come, they put their dough over here, and they put their money there, and they leave, and they come back in the evening and pick up their bread.
Wow. Wow. Nice. This is very rich. I could feel the love in this painting very, very much. Yeah, family. Very
Is it
nice.
always grandma that certifies somebody who could put on
Oh,
their handprint on the wall?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
I love it. And you
It's,
depicted grandma very well. She feels like grandma.
it's a requirement to be able to be a good cook.
Yeah.
So when you get married, you know you can take care of a home.
Nice. Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much, Indra. This was very, very enjoyable wall here of artwork.